On today's episode of CedarSpringsTV Live, we'll be looking at mental health.
We'll also be going over pop culture over social media.
We had Sofia Alvarez interview Profe Holmes about high-level Spanish.
We also interviewed students over their summer plans.
All this and more on this episode of CedarSpringsTV Live.
All right, for all the things that you're passionate about.
Hey, I'm Maurice Jr.
And I'm Joseph McKinney, and welcome to another episode of CedarSpringsTV Live.
I believe that mental health is very important. How about you?
Yes, I also believe that mental health is very important for our students.
We had Ella Phelps and Dylan Vinson interview teachers about mental health.
Hi, I'm Ella Phelps from CedarSpringsTV Live. Mental health in people all over has become a big focus. Children and adults struggle with different mental health disorders every day. We took a deeper look into mental health disorders in children. At least 3 children in a class of 30 struggle with a mental health disorder. Awareness in mental health has increased in schools and in the outside world. But are we doing enough to help? We talked to a school counselor and a student on their perspective on mental health issues and how people are being helped today.
I'm Olivia Wilcox. I think that the school could focus a lot more on mental health, more than posters and okay to say. I think that they could spread awareness and talk to people. Yeah, I think there are causes. Some of the biggest causes that I see are like family history and home life. There is a way to get ahead of it early because if you get help, then you can stop it from progressing.
What's good? I'm Jordan Vu. I think yes and no because there's counselors that like you can talk to and see things through with them, but I feel like there could also be more ways that they could help. I think that the school could offer more programs than just counseling. I mean, some people do different things and they don't like to just sit down and spill their beans with a rando that they just were given. So I think that they could figure out more programs to keep kids engaged and active when talking about their feelings and mental health like that. Yeah, I think kids with childhood trauma, like parents getting divorced at a young age, that can really do numbers on your head and just in general. So I think that just any childhood trauma in general could cause depression. No, because everybody goes through something, and it's just all about perseverance. Quote me on that. And just like kids could have a great life, and there's still something that would bring them down, and maybe there's ways to not prevent it, but maneuver your way around it.
Those were some great responses from a few students at Cedar Springs High School. I'm Dylan Vincent from CedarSpringsTV Live.
Thank you, Ella and Dylan. Now I'll be looking at pop culture with Elijah and Eva.
Sounds fun. I do love some pop culture. Now we'll be right back after these quick messages.
Okay. I'm Eva Andersma.
And I'm Elijah Vanderlyn.
With the increased amount of social media use, teens have experienced an increased amount of depression and anxiety and also a lower amount of sleep.
Teens also experience lower academic performance when using social media.
How has social media affected you?
I've noticed that like a lot of time when I go on social media, like when I'm done, I'll just feel a lot worse than when I started. It can just really make me depressed sometimes.
How has social media affected you?
Personally, it hasn't affected me too terribly, but I've seen a lot of stories of negativity that has been caused by social media in people's lives.
How has social media affected you?
Social media bad. It make me feel bad. I feel so bad because of social media. I hate it so much.
How has social media affected you?
I don't have social media.
And you're happy?
Yeah, totally happy.
I'm Eva Andersma.
I'm Elijah Vanderlyn, and we're signing out.
Phones have become the main problem in classrooms. With either texting or checking social media, it sends the message that we don't care about what our teachers are saying. It tends to cause giant distractions and ruin focus. Grades drop, GPA lowers, and you fail a class, all because texting was more important than the assignment at hand, or whatever your teacher was saying. Don't be like the others. Don't text or use your phone during class.
Welcome back, guys. Every athlete knows how important a physical is and how important they are. Now we'll send it off to Sophia to cover Miss Holmes and her Spanish classes.
There are lots of benefits to learning a second language. One is that Spanish, particularly in the United States, is the fastest growing demographic in the United States. So you will put to use your language skills. Spanish particularly can pair well with any major that you want to study in college. But in terms of all language, it's just a way of learning about new cultures, other people, and learning about their language, their culture, their lifestyle. It's a way to see outside of your little bubble oftentimes. I think it's important to learn a second language because oftentimes students can be kind of trapped in their little bubble of understanding the way that life is, and learning a second language kind of propels them out into learning about another culture, another way of life, along with another way of expressing ideas. I like teaching the upper levels, especially because you can start talking about some real world issues and dive a lot deeper into some of the cultural awareness. And I like that we get to the point where we're starting to use language just automatically. Students are creating in their minds as they go, not just coming up with things that they've memorized, but trying to play with the language and say things that they are really wanting to say and express. They're expressing language in an advanced way, being able to see where they're going to end up and better able to see where they are right now and where they're headed. I would recommend taking higher level language classes in general, whether they're French or Spanish or another language online that we don't offer here at our high school. I think it's just an incredible way to see the world through a different lens.
Thank you, Sophia, for giving us information about the Spanish classes.
Now we have Joe and Ryan on what students are doing for their summer plans.
Hi, I'm Ryan Meredith.
And I'm Joe Brazier Powers.
And as the school year wraps up, we asked some people about their summer plans.
This summer, I'm gonna go on vacation to Florida and I'm gonna sleep a lot. I am absolutely ready for school to be over.
School is over. I'm ready for it. My plans for the summer, I'm gonna
go to Michigan's Adventure and have a big party.
Yes, I'm very excited for school to end this year. This summer I'm planning on working a lot and hanging out with friends.
I am very excited for the school year to be over. I'm looking for the change of pace and to no longer have to wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning. This summer, my main plans are going to be to get a lot of money and just to hang out with friends, you know.
I'm Ryan Meredith.
And I'm Joe Brazier Powers.
Signing off.
And now we'll be sending it off to Gavin for the weather breakdown.
Hi, I'm Gavin Coates with the CedarSpringsTV weather. If we take a look at the Grand Rapids area temperature, it is a 52. And a little bit more up north in Big Rapids, it's also 52. If we take a look at their 7-day forecast, it is going to be 70s throughout the week and thunderstorms on Wednesday and Thursday. This is going to be a warm Memorial Day weekend. I was Gavin Coates with the CedarSpringsTV weather.
Yeah, totally. It's finally getting warmer.
Thank you, Gavin, for the weather breakdown. Now we'll be sending it to Dakota.
Hi guys, it's Dakota Winter here at CSTV Sports. Today we'll be looking at last week's sports scores. Last week the the girls soccer team went 0-3. They lost all 3 of their games, and the boys baseball team went 3-1, and the softball team went 2-0. Later on this week there'll be a soccer game Friday at 7 versus Lowell. Sending it to a commercial break.
I think the esports program is going to be a great opportunity for students. A lot of people have been wanting to do this for a long time, and like people like me who don't have a lot of stuff to do after school, it could be a really fun thing to do, and it could make people take it more seriously. I think it'll have a lot more people trying to get better grades so they can be eligible for the esports program.
Welcome back. Can't wait to watch our esports team next year.
We hope that you all enjoy your summer and have lots of fun. We'll be back in the fall.
I'm Maurice Jr., and thank you for joining us on today's episode of CedarSpringsTV Live.